All right, man. Good evening, people. How are you doing tonight? So, I wanted to come on here, say a few things about Wade. To if for anything, just to pay my respects to the man. Um, that's a friend of ours. So, we all knew this was coming, but it doesn't seem like it's any easier. When it becomes a reality. So, respectfully, I would ask that we don't mention anybody, the negative people who are trying to make this about themselves. There'll be a time for that. I promise you that. because I'm sure Mr. Wade would want me to do that. Um, but just not tonight because that's what they want. That's why this, I don't even know what to call them, but that's why they act the way they do. They want to make this all about themselves. So, um, and I'm not going to let it happen. So, what I'm going to do, and I mean, I appreciate you guys showing up, but I'm going to tell you exactly why I respected Wade and, how courageous that I found the man facing what he was facing. So, and I'm going to keep it to that. This is probably going to be a shorter live. And I've got a video that I'm going to show you that kind of encapsulates what Wade stood for and what he was all about on here. And I get it, as right now as we're speaking, there's somebody trying to twist that narrative, but I don't want to let any of that muddy this up. So um, I gonna skip all the introductions. All you guys are here. You know what's up. So um, you know, I appreciate every one of you that put kind words in the chat for Wade and his family. You know, his you know his wife has to move on without him. So, and these people have been through a lot, man, a lot of suffering. Wade battled this for 5 years. And it's interesting because it's nearly 2 years to the day almost that we really got to know Wade. That we could had an interaction with the guy, man, and we hit it off immediately. He's a friend. So it's and you people understand. You supported Wade. You were in his chat. You knew what the guy was about. Wade uh did a lot of good things with his life, man, and he even when things got dragged down on this dude when he got sick, to a point where he couldn't work, and he still got up every day and fought. He got up every day and fought. That's why he got on here and mixed it up with these idiots, because it gave him something to fight for. It gave him a reason to get up and continue to do this. He found a new cause and a new calling to keep him busy. And, the man was sick. Every day for him was a struggle. So, and after talking to this guy publicly and privately, spent a lot of time talking to Wade backstage. And I always tried to commend this man and say, hey, look, I can do nothing but have respect for the way that you're facing your mortality. You look it right in the fucking face. You know exactly what's going to happen, and you get up every day and you don't give up. You keep pushing, you keep fighting. And he did it with courage and dignity in the face of everything that he, like this shit on here, guys, it's just words on the internet. It doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. But what he did meant something. That man got up every day and fought to make it happen, to fight for what he had, to keep his life. He went through and did everything, and with everything he had to worry about, leaving his wife behind, his son. There's just none of us can be in that position and take a look and put ourselves in his place. And then to come on here and mix it up with just the most vile people that you're ever going to meet. You can do nothing but respect that. Nothing at all. And I, am always going to respect the man. There's nothing, like I said, there was things that we didn't always agree on, but he was mixed in pretty thick, with the scumbags, and, he liked to mix it up, and that's good on him. But I also said, hey, listen, man, you could do whatever you need to do because of what's being said and done to you. I understand it. You got to fight fire with fire when you're dealing with these people. So I'm going to read a couple comments from you guys. Straight Hooter Shooter, he says, I remember his introduction with Legos. My son thought he was so cool, and he was. And he was sweet just a guy that everyone wanted to be around, and all the while he was sick. Exactly. So that's a very nice comment. Hello, Skylar. Good to see you. Yeah. Creeker Melissa, prayers for you and your family through this hard time. May God be with you. Mm. So I'm going to just cherry pick the comments, guys. So Gotcha Man said, let's just be real. The ultimate issue Fagburn had with Wade was the fact that he, even a man terminally ill with cancer, was 100 times the man he'll ever be. Exactly. Exactly. That's really what it is, because you're dealing with somebody who's stuck on level 0 and ain't getting off of it anytime soon. You know, Wade spent his life being a mentor to the people he could. He was a big military supporter. His son was enlisted twice, 2 different ranches. He was a coach of youth sports. I mean, the dude did a lot with his time, and they want to diminish what by mixing it up with these people. I won't allow it to happen. People who know the guy, I mean, he put up with just so much from these people, and who cares what his issue is? That dude will never ever be happy. Never. I guarantee it. This is why, like I said, I ain't gonna get sidetracked with it, but there is a time that's coming for that. We will get right back on him. We'll do G3 Mini. We'll do. T Dam, thank you for renewing your membership. G3 Mini says she drops us a 2 bomb for Wade. And Hillbilly Dirt Farmer, he says, here's a 5 bomb. And then, yeah, for life, sir, for life. We're going to, like I said, we'll do something about it. And I apologize if you were looking for that here tonight, but I'm just not going to let him, I'm not going to let him have his way. So. Christopher says, and Wade got to see Ryan, the one thing he hoped to see on his list, and he did. And, thought it was pretty cool of Ryan to put a post up and recognizing Wade. And I mean, he's been in Wade's chat and aware of him. And I understand that upset somebody, today. And I'm okay with it. It's perfectly fine. That was pretty cool of Ryan to do that. Oh, let's see here. 12 points of much love to Seeper, Miss Gale, and all those that made his last days more comfortable. Yeah, it's good to see you, Mike. Gotcha Man with 20 bomb. He says, I can't afford this, but would take out another credit card for the Fuck Johnny Gobble Fund. Yeah, I appreciate it. Gotcha Man. I appreciate it. Don't send me anything at all. I'm sure there is a better place to send that. Send it over to Wade's wife or whatever his stuff was that he had. I probably should have had that up here on a banner before I started this. But yeah, please don't send anything else. There's Dan Redbeard. He says, they set my alarm to wake up for this. They say you don't truly die until no one alive remembers you. In Wade's case, it'll be a very long time. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's a good thing that Wade, people will probably try to detract from the way he spent, his last couple of years. And, I don't see the downside of that, because he was doing something that was meaningful, and he stood up for what he believed in, and he really believed in it. And, you're going to know that man for what he did to these, people with with this issue. There's this obsession and shit, and he stood up to him, and he didn't back down from anything at any time. So nothing but respect for that guy, man. Nothing. So this Gail said, Wade was an amazing man and a friend. My life is so much better having known him. He was a stand-up guy who will be deeply missed by so many. Yes, I know that you got really close to him, Gail, and I know this is tough for you guys. But it's all you can look forward to is to say, hey man, his suffering is over and he fought the good fight. And I mean, it sucks for the rest of us left behind, but I can definitely feel your pain. So, uh, yeah, I'm really not sure what else I could say to comfort you. So, Christopher Cunningham says YouTube extended his life. I believe that all the support kept him here for as long as it did. Otherwise, he could have been gone sooner. Yeah, I believe so too, Christopher. Like, I kind of alluded to that, but yeah, definitely, I agree with you, sir. Seaper says, "Thank you, Rusty and chat. I can't chat much. It's a heavy day for me. I love y'all. Appreciate you, Seaper. Uh, we're thinking about you, man. You're a solid dude. So, yeah, it's like I said, this is just me paying my respects to the man. So, this Justice Roberts says, I didn't always agree with Wade. He was a good man and a nice guy. He didn't deserve the hate he got. No, he didn't. He didn't deserve the hate. He was a good man. But you got to understand that the hate is coming from him calling out people who are just scum. You know, it's not like he just went and picked on someone for no reason or just decided he didn't like, their stance on something. He looked at what they were doing and they were trying to do meaningful harm to people. And he stepped in and used whatever voice and platform he had to try to right that. There's Skylar says, Wade defended me when he didn't have to. Loved my family like his own. One of the most genuine people I've met on this app. Going to miss him so much. I know you will, Skylar. It's a little leg day. He says, Wade and I started our YouTube journey around the same time, and it's been some hilarious memories. Yes, it's always some good times, man. Me and him, dude, we had some really long talks, and some of the good shit, the hilarious skits and stuff that he would do on here, and he'd throw on different shit and clown on these people, dude. It was a good time, man. Like I said, that's what I want to do, man. I want to remember the good stuff, That's how I want to remember the man. Him on here having fun. There you go. Mama P says, make donations to Melissa at Cash App, Seeper615. Put in for Melissa in notes. All right, cool. If let's see, what's that? Yeah. Appreciate that. I sexually identify as a cheeseburger. Thank you, sir. So, oh, shit, the Hellfire 69. 100% love and respect to you, Wade. Keep flying high, my friend. Prayers always to your family. Yeah. It's a really good dude, man. He lost a really good dude in the community. So, and I'm sorry that I don't have a show for you and all that, but this is, this was the best way that I was going to do this. So, and I will get to the other stuff. I promise you that. I'll do it just for him, but just can't do it today. Linda the Wolf, she says, R.I.P. to a man who was the definition of a holler boy. Wade was more than a friend, he was family. I think it's safe to say that he impacted all of us in one way or another, and he will be missed. That's thank you, Linda. That's very nice. Stray Hooter Shooter said Wade didn't get much hate. He was lovely, only from the dorks. Yeah, no shit. But he liked to give it back to him, man. That was good. Here's Bayou Don, man. He says, the times I paneled with Wade taught me alone. Helped me become a better man in ways that I couldn't imagine. I owe Wade a lot. Well, that was good, man, for him to be able to make an impact on you and help you out. So, like I said, he made an impact on all of us, man. Just really, really good dude, man. I was going to remember the good times with that guy. So, a lot of good laughs, a lot of good just kicking it and talking, man. And you could lose a lot of time just hanging out with him talking backstage. So, very proud dude. I have one I'm going to play for you, Stiff Richard. This is not, it's not a memorial. I just kind of want to give you what I thought about, how I felt about Wade. So, it's not a big drawn out thing. I'm just going to, just going to say it, from the heart and put it out there. It's the only way I can do it. Jay Prez says, from the short time I knew Wade on here, I learned he was a stand up guy and was a family man for sure. You couldn't help but like him. He had a great personality. He'll be greatly missed. I appreciate that, Jay Prez. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Robert 615 says, RIP to Wade. Thank you, Robert. As Rich says, sorry for your loss, Gail. I know you and your family had gotten close. Yeah, they do. They definitely did. Yeah. I appreciate that, Bell. Thank you. He said, I'm going to miss the skits of Cryhoon and Misus. Yeah, that's some good shit, man. That is some good shit. Yeah. Yeah. TTK said Wade was on that neck. Yeah, he wasn't letting up either. He was going to grab it. And, like I said, he got onto it, man. He fucking riled him up, dude. That was, and when you seen him get in there, one of my favorite fucking ones. And I'm telling you, I could sit there like, I can remember where I was and what I was doing when I was listening to it. Was he was giving that old queer fucking hell, man, one night, and they were going back and forth, and I was hanging lights in my kitchen, and I remember it, man. It was like he was just going back and forth, and he was on his panel with him and just shutting him down and just giving it to him. And I was like, wow, I was just in shock. I had to stop what I was doing. I'm on the ladder, stopping what I'm doing. I'm like, holy shit. And he was lighting him up. Probably one of my favorite memories, man. That's he could get to these dudes and get them fucking riled up and rolling with that shit. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Probably one of my favorite exchanges with him on here is him doing that. And a lot of you people know what I was talking about. So, uh, appreciate it, Brad. Please don't send me anything else, man. Just if you can send it over to Seeper or Wade's wife. I should have turned that off tonight. But I do appreciate the $5. Thank you, Brad. Little Mom Payday said Wade was the first panel I was ever on. Yeah, you guys got a pretty good history. So, oh man, a lot of us, dude, we got just cross paths with him, hung out with him, got to be cool this. So, it's a good like overall, man. It's a good experience to take home with you. I'm thankful for it. I don't see anything bad about it. I think we all can learn from Wade, man. To learn about just overcoming adversity and building and showing character through everything that he faced, man. I mean, there's a lot of people that would have been faced with what he is, and they would just ball up and give up, man. And they would never dream of getting on here and getting into these, verbal spats with people and going back and forth with people, but he did it, man. He loved to get in and mix it the fuck up. And, that just tells you how much of a fighter that dude was, man. He found a purpose and got back on here and just, went to it. So, I think we're all better from knowing him. At the very least, you could look at this, and if you're ever faced with some kind of adversity, just look at how Wade faced what he was facing and how he conducted himself. There's nothing but admiration for that. It's awesome. Mr. Power Stroke said Wade spent the remainder of his time prepping for his family, stepped away when he knew he needed to. I've been blessed to kick it with him in person. The haters will hate him for standing his ground. Exactly, Mr. Power Stroke. That's exactly why they're going to hate him. So, Ghost X, he said, RIP Wade, fly high, creeker in the sky. Yes, sir. This damn Yankee said Wade had solid beliefs and showed compassion where it was warranted. We're all going to miss him. Definitely. Yeah, and that was the one bad thing, but he faced it like no one else I'd ever seen. And I'll tell you what, man, there's another side to Wade that he was in a lot of ways as far as forgiving people. He's a better man than I am. He was willing to give people a chance, and he wanted to believe in people who were trying to change. I mean, and he's like I said, he's better than me for that. Because me, I'm kind of like a one and done. If I got a reason to write you off, I'm probably not going to revisit it. But he had a much better heart in that regard than I do. This Power Strokes said, I remember Wade going on Power Strokes channel for the first time, being nervous beforehand to tell his story, and now look at where he got to. All of this love is a testament to the man we all got to know. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Christopher Cunningham said, "I think when Wade had his final live, that he was indicating to us that it was coming to an end." Yeah, that's exactly how I took it. I think he wanted to step away in the way he wanted to, and he knew that he needed to, like my kid just said, button up the things that he needed to button up, and you know he did it the right way. So Sick Dave 5150 said, lost a great one in Wade. Holler boy. Appreciate that stream, Dabs. Appreciate it. He said, Dan said this in his live. One of the things about Wade that I loved is he was honest to a fault, and he had the worst poker face ever. He couldn't lie if he wanted to. No, I don't think he wanted to anyway. But yeah, you're right. He was going to spit shit out no matter what, and no matter who it bothered, he was going to say it. So you're absolutely right. Appreciate that. You did a live, Dan. I'm gonna have to go check that out, man. Oh, said Robert 615. Wade would make those sissy bitches cry. Exactly. Exactly. Get them all tore up. One of them still tore up right now. So Christina Renee says Wade was a real one. Going to miss seeing him give him hell. R.I.P. brother. Yeah, that was a good one, Rich. Oh, Justice Robert says my favorite turkey hat of his was the bird on his head. It looked like a bird flew on Wade's head. Yeah, he was man. Like I said, he had such a great sense of humor, and he would get on here and just run with it. It's awesome. Oh, Cats and Pitbull Life with nitroglycerin. He really did, Brandy D. It was epic how he would get them so mad. I laughed so hard. Wade was one of the greats. Yes, sir. Well, we'll definitely miss him. There you go. Christopher Cunningham said Wade talked about having him be buried in his Creek Squad shirt. Yeah, I mean that's Holler Boy through and through. He, like I said, he believed it, didn't waver on it for a minute, dude. That was I mean that tells you exactly how serious he was right there. Thinking about it to the very end. Wanted to represent it. Seeper says, I appreciate everyone messaging and calling me on Wade's behalf. I just haven't been able to respond back yet to them, but I promise. Thank you all for supporting and caring about my brother. There you go. All right. Hang on just a second. Let me drop over here to the YouTube side. Sorry, I'm looking for that comment Mama P put in there just a second ago, so I can pin it. And I probably lost it already. Mama Payday, if you don't care, post that again if you don't mind. I'll try to go grab it. Oh. So anyway, I'll tell you what, if I can't pin that, I will just leave it up there for the time being. So start, put it up there. There you go. Thank you. All right. So I got the message pinned. Thank you, Mama Payday. I appreciate it. So yeah, please don't send anything else. If you need to donate something, it's a much better place for that. So just send it to Seeper and he will get it to Wade's wife. Stardust said, Wade is the reason for my famous quote. I own a wood chipper. He trolled me under an alt. Took me a while to figure it out. And he said, that girl's crazy talking about a wood chipper. Yeah. I believe it. Yes. He could troll with the best of them. Definitely. Hickey Bobber said, Rusty Wade was a good guy and is in a much better place than here. R.I.P. Wade, you will be missed. Yes, forever missed. Sorry. I agree, Hickey Bobber. I agree. Oh, Natalie says, thank God for technology. Wade will live on forever in the hollow halls of Tuba. Hop on, hit play. Yeah, that's the cool thing, man. You can go back and relive some of those moments. And that's the good thing right there. So, I'm sure we've all lost people and we miss them, and you'll find yourself staring at pictures. And if you're lucky enough to have a video of them, that's pretty cool. But he's got all those that we can go back and listen to and relive. Yeah. Yep. Donate to Wade's family. Yeah. Please don't super chat or send me anything. Please send it that way. Robert, I do not know. I'm pretty sure they're still working on that. This is it's pretty fresh, So I'm sure that when it happens, Seeper will let people know. Not enough says, I love that I was able to meet and witness such love and loyalty from a solid man like Wade. Also, the example of friendship he portrayed. That's very good, Nada. Thank you. To be continued, says Rest Easy Wade. I'm just in and out, but I wanted to say, hey, Rusty in chat. Hopefully you're doing well, Brett. Good to see you. There you go. Stardust says, I remember him going 8+ hours on a live, giving hell to like 4 people at once. Long-winded he was. I loved it. Yeah. Yeah, he'd mix it up with them. Oh. There you go. Stray Hooter Shooter says, I gave money right before he passed. Does his wife have access to his PayPal? I want to give her something. I'm assuming that she would. Yeah. I'm going to assume so. I can't speak to a fact, but I would say that knowing that this was coming, yeah, I would have to assume that. Little feller says, I know every time I hear that damn Taco Bell sound clip, I'm going to think, oh, Wade hitting our panel to troll. Love you, Wade. Godspeed to his fam and Seeper. Good to see you, little fella. Good to see you, man. Yeah. Mr. Power Stroke. My favorite part is he has videos for his family to go back and reminisce his brave existence. Yes, exactly. That is pretty cool. Gail says, Wade made an impact in so many people's lives on and off YouTube. He brought us many laughs and in the end tears, but we are all left better have knowing him. Yes, I agree, Gail. I agree. Thank you for another nice comment. DiMaggio says, rest easy, Wade. Thank you. Hey, Cal, the wappo, twerking girl. Yo, wusty twuck. Yeah, that shit's hilarious, man. Oh, we'll be back to doing that. So Storm says, hopefully they stay in contact with his closest friends. Hear how kind-hearted he was. Wow, Wade. Yeah, like I said, you can always go back, and there's all kinds of good examples of him just doing the right thing on here, you know. And of course, you know, some people are going to see it a different way, but we'll deal with them in due time. Uh, Amber Lynn, Wade was lucky to be a part of such a loving and supportive community. Look at all the lives he has touched. He may be gone, but he won't ever be forgotten. Yeah, that's a very good comment. Thank you. Thank you, Amber. What's up, little me? Good to see you, man. Okay. Gail says that arrangements have been made. All right. There you go. I mean, if if you have permission to share it, Gail, you can share it on your community post or whatever you need to do. I'll leave the one pin comment up there, so you'll probably get more traction if you put it on your community post for people. Yeah. Appreciate it, little me. Appreciate it, man. R.I.P. Wade. Yes. Little Steph said he did leave me as the Taco Bell queen. Well, you were anointed. uh, yes, and he did love Miss Gail. Yeah, very very protective over Gail and Skylar. Man, he was not putting up with anybody messing with them or giving them any hell. He was going to be right there. So, yeah, that's good, man. Just nothing but good memories for this dude. To be continued said he was so good to me and Cameron, so respectful and kind, and an all around good dude. I pray for his wife. Yeah, like I said, he was very very protective over the victims of other people, and he wanted to make that right. He wanted to make sure that stuff got righted, and it just speaks to the character of the man. So Pixie 5150. I'm going to miss Wade and Seeper just chopping it up, making us laugh. R.I.P. Wade, we love you. Definitely, Pixie, definitely. Oh. There you go. Christina Renee says, me too. I got to meet Wade and hug his neck. Well, that's pretty cool, Christina. Glad you got to meet him. Yeah. Tattoo Teardrop says it's show you how much he was respected by the show of people in here. Yeah, definitely, man. A lot of people respected Wade, and I'm 100% one of them. So, let's see here. Mr. Gotchman says, if heaven is the way I think it is, then Wade is loving every one of these comments and also getting a sneak peek from above into an apartment where people snort lines on a headstand off the couch. It was dog toys. It was dog toys, I promise. So, yeah. Thank you for injecting a little bit of humor in there. I think it's a good picture you just painted. Straight Hooter Shooter, he loved and adored Gail, that's for sure. Yes, he did. So. Anyone else keep thinking that they're going to wake up and see a notification that he's going live? Hearing his Wade 615 is back intro. Yeah, that was a pretty catchy one that he put together, wasn't it? Yeah. Like I said, I wanted to make sure that I was there for his last live. He actually had me scheduled to be on the last live, and then he had an issue come up with Melissa at the last minute, and he had to cancel, and I couldn't make the next one. But I made sure that I was there in chat to support it. So, yeah, we're definitely going to miss that. But I'm sure you can go and watch his old ones and get a fix. Tennessee Whiskey, my heart is broken for his family and this community. Wade was one of the most genuine and bravest people I've ever had the pleasure of interacting with. Well, thank you, Tennessee Whiskey. That's a beautiful comment. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Gotcha, man. Exactly. So you definitely have a knack for it, man. Stardust says, I wish we could have had that Jeopardy game going more than we did. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you try to mix it up over there and get some other stuff going on. Yes, that is exactly. That's the one I'm talking about. Tattoo Teardrops. He was lighting him up. Oh, so oh, smart mouth motherfucker. He said, "God damn it, I got salt in my eyes." R.I.P. Mr. Deaver. Yeah, man, it's all right, dude. Let it out. Let it out. All right. Gail says, I was told arrangements can be told on here. Monday from 3 to 7 is visitation. Tuesday at 11 is the funeral. It will be at Hermitage Funeral Home. So I will leave that up there for a few. So yeah. Drop through there. New Buck, he says all the haters kept trying to kill Wade. He got bad news so many times and overcame those battles against odds. They're not used to someone with the grit and resolve to fight against those odds. Yeah, that is so true, man. So true. And I said, you got dudes that literally can't get out of the first block of life who are going to try to say something about that guy who got up and just, it just who was basically, in being taken down by cancer and was still hundreds, thousands times better than these people could ever be. You know, it's ridiculous. There's no comparison that should ever be made. Oh, Precious Miller said Wade was always such a gentleman to be and a great YouTube friend. I will miss Wade and the community will too. Wade had a great heart of gold. R.I.P. Wade Dever. We will never forget him. That's really cool, Precious Miller. Thank you for that. No, you're fine. You're fine. There's Michelle. She said, the gotcha man true. And it's how I deal with all the hard shit. I have to make jokes. Yeah. You got to deal with however you got to deal with it. So, yes, definitely. Thank you, Miss Gail. Yeah. To be continued. He never let anyone break a spirit, and that's what I will take with me. Yeah. Like I said, there was nothing. None of these idiots were ever going to bring him down. As a matter of fact, he got up every fucking day to mess with them. He got up every day to give them shit. Gotta love that. Little me, he said, my funniest moment from Wade's live is when he busted out that mile-long fucking cigarette. Yes, he was trolling the shit out of him, dude. Definitely. Yeah, I love that, dude. He would introduce them props and shit into it and roll with it. Yeah, it's always, man, some good times. Some good times, dude. Excellent, man. It's a good memory, little me. Oh, Straight Hooter Shooter. He said there's so many characters in this group. I think one of us should make a guess who's game and a guess who game in Wade's honor. Huh. Maybe. Mr. Motivated One Leggery. How you doing tonight, sir? I saw the video you premiered today. That was very cool, man. A good moment with you and Wade. Pretty cool stuff, buddy. Like they said, that was the one where Wade made old Dick Nose think I sent him another pizza and he looked back. Yeah, he trolled the shit out of him on that one. Excuse me. Justice Roberts says, I'm thankful for Ryan's shout out for remembering Wade, and he would have loved to see that. Now he can see it from heaven. He was a big Ryan fan. Yeah. And there's another little sweet deal to that, so that's got somebody all kinds of butt hurt. It's pretty awesome of Ryan to do that. Yes. To be continued, said, damn, there's so many awesome people in this chat. The actual cool ass people is the only thing I miss about YouTube. Well, you don't actually need to miss it. We can work it out. We can figure it out. So Barendorf, he said Wade was always proud that he got my subtle, twisted humor on numerous occasions. I like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Because I know you started out trolling him and shit, and you come around and actually ended up having a pretty good connection with the dude. So there you go. Christopher Cunningham. That's a great idea. He says, I'm going to sign the guest book on the funeral home website. That is a good idea. I will make a note and I'll put that in my community post. I'm sure Gail will do it as well. I'll probably get a link to it and put it in that community post if I can. And, to let his loved ones know, all of his YouTube family that's not going to be able to be there. It would be a great idea for us to all go in and be able to sign that thing to show exactly how much we appreciated him. So Gail says, I believe Wade would want us remembering his goofy beards and costumes. He always knew how to make everyone laugh. Yes. Yeah, he was really good with the props. Really good with those props, man. So. Nickel G says Wade will always live on while the trash will continue to be a bottom feeder. Yeah, exactly. Dude that can't get off level 0. Yep. He's a real OG creeker for sure. For sure. There you go. Everyone, please take time to go sign the condolence book at the Hermitage website. Yeah, we'll after I get done here with this live, I'll make a community post. I'll try to get it all together, and we'll take a look at it, and I'll try to get it up where everybody can get a hold of it. I'm sure Gail will do the same thing. Never got to go magnet fishing. Man, that sucks. That's all right, man. At least you guys talked about it. So, Lil Me says, okay, much respect, guys. Wade, you'll be missed, brother. And chat, don't let these motherfuckers trigger you over this. Just enjoy the memories and take note of what these motherfuckers say. Exactly, Lil Me. And that's some words of wisdom right there, man. It was part of my message tonight, too. Don't give into it. Don't be triggered by these people. Don't be gaslit by them. It's a really good message, Lil Me. And thank you for reiterating that, my man. Thank you. Damn Yankee says, big thank you to Melissa for sharing his time with us. Yes. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for letting us get to know him and get to hang out with him and, get to have that experience of knowing the man and learning what you can from him. Because, I mean, I think we're all going to face trials and tribulations in life, man. And, you could always look back and see how Mr. Wade handled the shit that he was facing. And, you might want to try to live up to that if you're ever in that position. Oh, yeah. Definitely could use a good laugh from him. Oh, it's a long story. Miss Stray Hooter Shooter. Like I said, I'm willing to help her out. Allegedly. So, TTK says, Wade busted that beard out one night and I was 2 gummies deep. I almost shit my pants laughing. Oh, shit. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, yes, Miss Gail, definitely. And we will do what I do best on here at another time. I promise you that. We'll take care of it. So, message loud and clear. Yeah. Yeah, it's a long story, Stray Hooter Shooter. It's all good though. There you go. Storm says now you have to magnet fish for the both of you. Please, whoever did that, to go do it. If you can share it, just not enjoy it, but we will be with you. There you go. Go sub to Little Me, dude. He's a good dude right there. Yeah. All right. I'm going to I'm going to share the video with you where I first got to know Wade, and I'm not going to interrupt it. I'm going to let it play, let you hear it from his own words. And this is likely, I want to say this is like the second interaction I had with the guy. And I know it was very profound to me at the time because of everything that he was facing and the way that he decided to do it. And, the entire thing is over on my son's channel if you want to check it out. It's almost 2 years ago to the day that we did this. So I'll share this video with you, and I'll be back in a minute.
Well, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it, Power Stroke, Rusty. Basically, the reason, I started my channel here beginning of the year, and it was basically because of another YouTuber named The Mix Up. It was Sean. We were talking one night because of a YouTuber named Johnny Goble. Back when him and Ryan Upchurch going back and forth. And I made the comment to Sean that it seems that even with my chemo brain, I swore I made more sense than Johnny did. And Sean kind of caught on to the comment, and he asked me, asked me what kind of cancer I had. And I told him that I was diagnosed with stage 4 liver cancer, colorectal cancer, which is stage 4, and lung cancer. And in the process, we got to talking, and eventually he asked me, he said, why don't you go onto YouTube? And he should let people know. And he wanted me to get a GoFundMe up, which I never was into GoFundMe because I felt like, it's begging for money, and to me, I need to earn my keep. But and he helped me out. He put a segment on there about me, and so I started making videos about Johnny. I didn't like the way he was doing Ryan, but later on when I seen that Johnny got his mind straight, because I've seen in his videos that there was some issues. When he got his mind straight, and I don't mean just getting off Ryan, but just literally got his mind cleared. I took all the videos down. He deserved that. There was no reason to have all of them on there when he wasn't that way anymore, and anybody can change. But then this other YouTuber that's on there doing the exact same thing, and that's just not me. I've always been a hard worker, wanted to treat people right, but I fell off of a mountain about 45 feet backwards and landed up against a boulder. And instead of going right there and then to the hospital like I should have, I continued working. It was just that manly thing, when they asked if I was okay, I'm like, yeah. And so that, that took place in February of 19, and in November ended up getting some tests run. And in the first week of December is when I was diagnosed with stage 4 liver cancer, stage 4 colorectal cancer, and lung cancer. And I've been doing treatments ever since, up until 4 months ago. I came off. I told him I needed a break. I was raised old old school, I guess you could say. You know, I'm 50 years old. You, the reason the name Brutally Honest is because you have to be honest with yourself before you can be honest with anybody else. And that's what I've always instilled in my son and the employees that I had. If you can't be honest with yourself, you have no chance at being honest with anybody else, and you can't expect anybody to be honest with you. And if there's anybody out there that's being halfway honest with herself and needing help, I'm there for them. And I'm not going to let anybody kick them when they're down or try to tear them up. Nor am I going to stand by and see a woman be downed when there's no need in it. And so that's the reason I've got my YouTube page. And so when I see somebody trying to tear somebody up and destroy their credibility, whether I know them or not, I'm going to do what I can do to get that person off YouTube, or to at least get them to realize what they're doing is wrong. I may have a small page, but I can find people that have the know-how to get the information that I need. You know, I mean, I may not be the smartest of people, and it's true. Yes, growing up, you know, I was one of them that in high school, I made decent grades, but when I got out and realized how hard life was, when I worked in the environmental field, I realized I've got to further my education. I didn't go into college, but I studied and went through FEMA and got enough online classes that's how I got my college courses. You know, I'm not better than the average Joe Blow by no means, but I did better myself. And anybody out there can do the same thing. They just have to, you know, want to. And I'm willing to help those. But somebody that's their main goal is to tear somebody down, I can't help them. But I can do my darndest to get them off the person that they're destroying. And that's what I'm about. I mean, you know, I guess in general, because I don't like bullies.
There you go. That's from him, man. He did not like bullies, and you know, it's a little rough watching that, I know, but that for me was a very profound moment to see what all that man was facing and how he decided to face it. So, always going to have nothing but respect for him. So, I don't have much else I'm going to say. I'm going to wrap this up. So, I'm going to play a fitting song, and until next time, guys, I will see you. But Mr. Wade Dever, rest in heaven, sir. You will definitely be missed, my friend.
Got the hell out of Dodge going forward in a Chevy. It's a drug line off the rail. I ain't 21 no more, to need to mention any kind of beer that I may sip. No time for the strip when you're living these risks, feeding these dogs and cutting these fish, working like a hog trying to pay them bills for a V8 on gravel and a couple good years. Go to heaven if I'm good, but I'm bad to the bone and I don't wanna change shit. Redneck rock star at any Waffle House, even if it is 2 a.m. Smoking joints out front, swapping good times, watching for the police creeping on by. Fist bump, country boys can't survive. We the last of a breed that don't ever die. Don't ever die. Go to hell if I'm mean, but I love summer heat, so it won't be that bad. Roll in the drop top, all matte black with flames painted on the side. We be kicking up dust, being too loud. The devil might end up getting kicked out. Charlie Daniels said, punch you in the mouth. We the last of a breed that don't ever die. We the last of a breed that don't ever die. As a volunteer for the spirit of the down home, you could tear me apart on my own frontier. Every bridge turns like it's grown. There's a hole in my heart, plug it with my own hand. Take all the hate as a couple grains of sand. Now go build a castle from the tears I shed. We the last of a breed that don't ever die.